Yo, what up guys, I'm Sammy and welcome back to the Soul Drop, and this is my first impressions look on the Nike Lebron Witness 7. So this shoe is going for $105, that's the retail price, but it's actually on sale for $80, some of the colorways. So if you guys do want to cop, I'll try to leave an affiliate link in the description box. And also if you guys do want to help support me, all my socials like TikTok, Instagram are in the description box. And if you guys do want to become a member, I will be doing live streams every single Wednesday at like around 9 to 10 p.m. And I will be doing like a segment on there where it's members only chat. So if you guys want to ask me any questions or anything like that or talk to me, that will be a perk for a member. And also I will be doing meetups like hooping with Sammy. And I will be posting all the details on the actual membership kind of like page on my channel. So if you guys do want to help support me, that would help very much. Thank you guys so much if you do. If you guys press the join button right underneath this video, you can become a member. So thank you so much for that. But anyways, let's get started off with the Tracciones, and it's the same exact traction as the LeBron Witness 6. And we got just herringbone. We got a Nike swoosh here in the midfoot. And the 6 was really bad. It did not have a great bite. I mean, you needed to break it in a little bit, but like even when I broke it in, it wasn't amazing. You know what I mean? So hopefully, I don't know, maybe they changed up the rubber compound, but I do have my doubts on that. And I guess a good thing though is that the rubber feels pretty damn hard. It's a hard rubber. You got deep and pretty thick grooves for this herringbone, so it should be okay for outdoor use. But from my previous experience with the LeBron Witness 6, I don't think it'll be very good. But hopefully they change up the rubber compound, which I do doubt, right? And also obviously for the heel to toe transition, it feels very similar to the 6 because it's exactly the same as the 6. That's what Nike's been giving us. As far as their budget shoes go, they just recycle the outsole and midsole of the shoe and give us a new upper and call it a new shoe. You know what I mean? So they've been doing that since like forever. So here in the heel, they say they did something with the Max Air or Air Max cushion, which gives you better heel to toe transition, which it kind of doesn't, because look at this, look at all this rubber, you know what I mean? And look at all this rubber and plastic, so it's really clunky, really stiff. There's no compression here in the back of the heel, so it's kind of clunky here in the heel, but we do have a nice rounded shape, so it's not terrible. And then in the forefoot, we do have a crazy curved shape though. I do like that. And also another thing that I do like is there's pretty nice forefoot flex, pretty nice. And it's still overall pretty stiff, but in like other shoes, like I believe like the LeBron 9, which has the full length Air Max unit, it extends all the way here into the tip of the toe, which makes it really stiff, but it's pretty much full length for the Air Max unit, but it kind of stops right here. So because of that, it allows the forefoot to flex a little bit more, which feels a little bit better for heel to toe transition, but it's still not amazing in the LeBron Witness 7, right? Just like in the LeBron Witness 6. Now moving on to the cushioning setup, you guys already know I don't like Air Max cushion. Air Max, I feel like there's just too many trade-offs, you know what I mean? The thing about Air Max though is that it looks good, I guess. Look at that. It's just like, the air bubble is pretty iconic. It looks pretty damn nice, but there's a lot of trade-offs, You're very high up off the ground. Impact protection also isn't great, and the only type of compression that you get from the Air Max unit is on the sides of the shoe, where you can see the actual air bubble, you know what I mean? And that's not where you want the compression, in my personal opinion. You know what I mean? Because if there's compression here, it can feel laterally unstable, as opposed to, in the back of the heel, especially when you're doing heel dominant strides. It feels way better for impact protection. It feels more comfortable, but that's just how they design it, you know what I mean? And also, you guys can see these pillars, right? So these pillars are basically in the middle of the shoe, right? And you don't get any type of compression from there. It's more on just like on the sides. So also step and comfort isn't great, you know what I mean? So the insole is just a regular Ortholite insole, and underneath that is a really stiff struggle board. So step and comfort sucks. You're high up off the ground. There's not a whole lot of compression, even though I guess like it's more like on the edges, which isn't good. So yeah, I mean, I don't know what it is with LeBron and Air Max. I guess he just really likes it, or maybe he likes how it looks or something. But in my personal opinion, I don't think it should be in any performance shoe. I definitely like Zoom better. So there is the cushioning setup there. And now moving on to the material. So we have they're calling this a mesh material, which is weird. A lightweight mesh. It doesn't really look like a mesh. It looks more like a textile material, but it's actually super duper comfortable. It has a little bit of stretch to it, so it doesn't feel super supportive, but like, it's really comfortable on foot. I love how it feels, especially here in the forefoot. There's a nice little stretch to it, so it kind of reminds me of neoprene. You know, it's a very snug fit as well here in the forefoot, so it kind of stretches over the top of my foot, which I like. It's really thin. It conforms to your foot extremely well, but like I said, I don't think support is going to be the best for this, so we'll have to see on that. Obviously, I'm going to need to play in it. And then here in the midfoot, it stays extremely thin, and also on the lateral and medial side, we have these like kind of straps that are it's kind of, you know, stitched to the actual mesh material, but it kind of makes it a little bit thicker, right? So it adds a little bit of support here in the midfoot area. And then for the tongue, we have like a nice amount of padding, you know, it feels pretty nice and cozy on top of your foot, and it's an independent tongue, which kind of sucks, you know. I don't really like, I like half booty construction tongues a little bit more. And then here in the ankle area, we have pretty like average padding. I would say a little bit less than average. It's not super cozy or anything. So overall, if you like a very minimal feeling upper, this is a great shoe, right? Obviously for quality, it's not great. They are using pretty cheap materials, you know, especially for, you know, the tongue here in the ankle area. And we have a lion here in the back of the shoe. And then it says Lebron, or it says Witness 7 here on the medial side, which is pretty cool. So obviously the quality isn't the best. You know, it's a $105 shoe. It's a budget shoe, but it feels pretty damn nice on foot so far. And now moving on to the fit, I went true to size and it fits me overall really well. So lengthwise, I was good. You know, I'm good going true to size in this shoe for length, but it's really snug here in the toe box. Like, look at how flat it is, guys. I feel like it'll stretch out over time though. You know, like I said, this material doesn't feel super supportive. So once I break it down, I feel like it'll stretch out and get roomier a little bit here in the toe box. But right now it's like really snug here in the toe box for me, which I like. I like to have a really snug fit here in the toe box. Width-wise, however, I would say it's like normal width. You know what I mean? It's just like super snug here in the toe box like this way. So overall, I do like the fit so far. Now moving on to support and lockdown, I feel like it'll be good for lateral containment. You know, right here in the forefoot, we have this foam acting as a sidewall. So you should be good to go here in the forefoot, obviously. Here in the midfoot, not a whole lot going on, I guess, besides the strap. But here in the heel, we have this crazy plastic piece. You know, it's a swoosh. It's coming up, acting as a sidewall, you know, as a lateral counter in the heel. And then we have an internal TPU heel counter, feels like. So lateral containment feels like it's going to be good. And lateral stability, however, there's nothing. Look at this, guys. Like, there's no outrigger, which is crazy. Look at how narrow this shoe looks. And like, the Air Max is right here, and if this compresses, it's just like laterally unstable, you know what I mean? So I don't know about the design for performance, especially with the Air Max. I would have definitely added like a sharp outrigger, right? I would have made this outsole protrude out a little bit more, you know what I mean? So anyways, there's that. Moving on to the weight of the shoe, I feel like it's gonna be pretty heavy. You know, Air Max is very heavy, you know, just because there's so much plastic. And also look at all this plastic as well. The upper definitely is not adding any weight to the shoe, right? So I'm guessing like 13-14 ounces, honestly. Oh no, it's 12.13 ounces. Why does it feel so much heavier? That's interesting. 12.03 ounces. Oh, well, I was very wrong about that. I don't know why, but it just feels really heavy to me. Huh, interesting. But on foot, it feels all right. It doesn't feel super heavy, but it definitely feels a little bit heavier than 12 ounces, you know what I mean? Also, it feels a little bit clunky, especially here in the heel, but nothing terrible. And as far as the aesthetics go, I like it. You know, the LeBron Witness 6 looked amazing, and so does the 7. I feel like the 6 looks a little bit better, but yeah, I mean, as far as this colorway goes too, this colorway looks pretty damn sick too. So tell us what you guys think of the aesthetics down in the comment section below. So wrapping things up, yes, LeBron Witness 7 feels very similar to the LeBron Witness 6. It's just that the upper feels a little bit different as far as the overall composition of the materials, but the outsole and midsole are pretty much the same, right? So anyways, there's my first impressions look on the LeBron Witness 7. Again, if you guys do want to cop, I try to leave and fill link in the description box, but that's it. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.